now the time is 6:39. Of course, there are so many Veterans Day events happening this weekend. A lot of them were originally planned to be outside. Hopefully they have a backup plan.
That's right. The good news is that we've been able to see this coming for a while. So we've been able to put those plans in place and know that it's going to be a wet weekend and a cold weekend and just not great outside no matter how you slice it. And no matter what you've got going on, Mercer's last home football game, that's going to be wet and cool. If you're headed up to Athens, that's going to be wet and cool. It's just all across the state and really actually the southern 2/3 of the state. Not a great weekend. So there's a live look at downtown. 54 is what we're doing right now. Headed for 75 by the noon hour. That's actually going to be our high temperature today. The high happening a little earlier than usual. And then later on through the day, we're going to begin to cool down thanks to that rain moving in. A 40% chance after about 1 p.m. through today. It's going to be up to 80% tomorrow with a high temperature of 61. And then by the time we get to Sunday, another 80% chance of rain. But we will clear out later in the day on Sunday. I don't think we will see the sun, but the clouds sticking around through the sunset hour, then the sky is beginning to clear after that sunset hour. 58 waking up in Crawford County, 54 here in Macon and in Warner Robins, 52 down in Cochrane, 50 in Eastman, 52 in Dublin, and 53 in Wrightsville. The radar quiet for the moment, but we zoom out and look up into northwest Georgia, running into some rainfall. That's going to be near Dalton and Rome, and then back out into Alabama and Mississippi, all of that sliding towards central Georgia. And this is just the leading edge. There's a lot more rain behind it to come. So let's map out the details on Future View. Crossing Interstate 85, the leading edge of the rain, that is. As we work our way into the afternoon hours, here come the scattered showers. There's 6 o'clock there. And what I want to caution you on, we see this time and time again. We see the cloud cover all across central Georgia. Well, what we don't see is that misty stuff. Future View doesn't pick up on that, neither does the radar. So that is going to be a distinct possibility, even if you don't see the green over top of you. And then by the time we get to 11 o'clock tonight, a steady rain down to the south. That will continue through the overnight hours and expand by the time we get to 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. On and off rain across central Georgia. There we go into the evening hours, and it just keeps on going on into Sunday here, waking up to get some more rain, this time primarily on the north side. And then as we get through Sunday afternoon, the back edge of the rain will move out. The skies will begin to clear after sunset Sunday night. On into next week. Monday looks dry. Tuesday looks actually dry as well. The potential for maybe a shower or two, but watching this coastal low pressure system to potentially slide by. The European trying to bring the rain into central Georgia, but the GFS is having none of it. So we're hoping the GFS is right, because that would impact stuff the truck if it were right. But we are going to be watching it closely. I don't think anything's set in stone just yet. For football Friday night tonight, 69 for the tailgate hours, 64 for kickoff, 7:30 or so. But we are going to be watching those rain chances in and around central Georgia. Mercer football, I alluded to this earlier, also just not great weather. Chilly, passing showers. It's just going to be wet out there at Five Star Stadium. Kickoff at 3 p.m. Last home game against Samford. How much rain are we talking? Well, generally speaking, I'm thinking between a ½ inch to an inch for a lot of central Georgia, but a few spots up to the north could get over that 1 inch mark before all is said and done. So let's get over to the 7-day forecast. Here we go into the weekend. Dust off the rain jacket. You are going to need it beginning later on today, lasting through the weekend. Then on into next week. High temperatures back in the 60s, but watching that coastal low pressure system to potentially bring us rain chance on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.